Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Craig Bennett, and I'm the founder and owner of TechViews Nope, and today I am going to get into another Android tutorial video, and this is the 19th tutorial. So with this, I am going to basically get into one of the more important things that you will be doing for layout: define if it's portrait, landscape, or just not caring. It's actually pretty interesting on how often this actually comes up. Now, with this, the biggest thing to keep in mind with the portrait or landscape is when you go into your design view of any layouts, you go down to preview all screens, you can see the difference. Now, you should have seen this in my previous video, and if you hadn't, please feel free to check out one of the cards above, should be shown about now. And if you know how to set portrait and landscape as a default, then feel free to skip ahead and a card will be showing about now. But if it doesn't show, then that means that the next video is not out yet. Keep in mind these videos come out once or twice a week. So with this, again, you can go here and view both, and if you just want to do a simple rotation, then there you go. But with that, let's go into an example. So right here I have a emulator showing, and if we rotate this, we can see how this rotates because we didn't set it. However, this we did set. No matter what we do, it will stay portrait, whereas this other, we didn't define it. So when the person's flipping back and forth, they're going to have to go back and forth. But on top of that, the fact of the matter is we simply didn't define it. To define it, it's pretty simple. Just go to Android Manifest. To do this, just go to the Manifest folder, go to Android Manifest. And with this, you want to go to your activities. Now, with your activities, I'll get more into multiple layouts in a later video, so we'll get into that. But one thing you'll notice is one of the things is screen orientation. So with this, I'll just do that, and let's run that into here while I explain it. But basically what happens is this defines if a given activity is portrait or landscape. So if we want it to be landscape, then what we can do is type out landscape, or we can type out portrait, or reverse portrait, reverse landscape, and play around with that because you'll find some interesting stuff. But basically what we're looking at, let's do a, I don't know if a reverse portrait will work for the emulators, but let's just take a look at this since I already got it loaded. So we got the application loaded. I can click that how many times I want. It's not going to change like I showed before. And here, same thing, we defined it. Like before, we were able to switch it because it wasn't defined. Now we define it, it can't switch. So let's go back to here and let's run that again. And again, what we're doing is testing out the reverse portrait. And it's very important to be comfortable with experimenting and doing small things. And keep in mind, some things you will need to have your actual device versus using a phone. So right here we have a reverse right there, and it flipped it. And because me weird, because this is an emulator and we can't adjust it, it thinks it's upside down. So right there is the perfect example. So if we want to only be portrait, then we could say portrait. If we want it to be a particular portrait, we can actually say. So again, that's reverse portrait, or we have a few different types. But again, go through here and take a look at it, play around with it, get familiar with it, and be comfortable with experimenting. Because if you're not comfortable with experimenting, you're going to run situations where you're just going to be blocked and just not go ahead. So it's very important to realize that. But anyways, with that in mind, this has been Craig Bennett, founder owner of TechViews Nope. And let's do a landscape real quick in case if you're wondering. So let's run that again, and what we're doing is we're saying the input activity is on landscape. So letting that load, and that's a application I'm working on right now, the device tester. But go there and boom, it goes to landscape because we said it's by landscape. And if we try to do the rotation, it won't do it. It's very important to note that. But anyways, again, my name is Craig Bennett, and I'm the founder and owner of TechViews Nope. If you have any questions, you know where to get me in the comment section. I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Also, if you like this video and it's helped you out, leave a like, subscribe, share, and please feel free to check out our Patreon campaign to help these type of videos come out. See you in the next video, and hope you have a great day.